and welcome to another video. So as you guys really seem to have enjoyed last week's video, which was kind of like tips to do well in science, and the week before that was tips to do well in English, lots of you have requested me to do a tips to do well in maths video. And I take maths currently for A-levels. I'm currently in year 12 for those who don't know, and I also obviously compulsorily took maths for GCSE and I managed to get an A-star, so hopefully, I can give you some advice. For me, the thing with maths is it's something that you pretty much have to know. I don't know, I feel like things with maybe English or essay-based kind of subjects, you need to know the techniques, which I suppose is the same with maths, but maths is very much, in terms of say an exam, the answer is the answer. There's no oh maybe you could say that, or maybe do this if you justify it. No, that's the answer. You need the working out. And so it's very methodical, obviously, and so for me it's very much about practicing and really getting to know the steps for every single question. And finally, for the first time ever on this channel, for me with maths, don't bother looking at the specification. I know I never say that, but for me, maths, I never have, and I don't think I ever really will, because what I find with past papers with maths is it's very much the same format. The first question's about this, the second one's about this, third one's about this. Whereas with the other subjects, maybe sciences or humanities, it's maybe one of these topics will come up, maybe this, so you pretty much need to learn that specification. With maths, if you do a couple of past papers, you realise that you find out what topics they're going to be on. It's very much the same topics every single time. And also with past papers, what I really find, I'm always going to be pushing past papers, and definitely with maths, use past papers. You get a feel for the kind of level of how difficult the question is, how easy the question is, really kind of see how you're working at, and also look at the mark scheme. Mark schemes, I always say, are so great. You see exactly what the examiner wants to find. Which steps do you need to put, how many decimal places, how lenient are they with certain answers. Use the mark scheme and just love the mark scheme basically. Once again, you can practice your timing and really see the style of questions. And with maths, it generally remains the same. It's not going to 1 year completely change. It's very much this, this and this, and it will be like that for the next couple of years. So yeah, definitely make use of past papers. They're super duper helpful. What I find is, say when you're doing a past paper and you get to a question and you're oh, I don't really know how you do this. Stop right there, okay? Stop and take a look at that kind of topic and work at the topic. For example, I'm never really good with surds. I hate surds so much. And so what I always do is whenever I went to a past paper and I'm going through the questions and I get to a question where I'm oh, it's a surds question and I don't know how to do it, what I find is I pause from that paper, I then go and maybe search on Google surds, A-level questions, or try and find a video on it. Videos are so great when it comes to explanations on how to do things step by step. And I watch a couple of videos, read a bit about it, and then I will just practice surds questions for about half an hour until I feel okay, I've got the hang of this, and then I go back to the paper. And by doing that, you know that you're not gonna hopefully make a mistake on that topic again, and you can just kind of tick that off your list, okay, one more thing that I don't really need to worry about. And that kind of method for me really works. Scroll down, oh, here's a question on logs that I don't understand. Yeah, I should probably work on logs more. Go work on logs, make sure you're up to scratch on it, and then come back. Because what I find is if you just keep doing paper after paper after paper and not really working on those individual topics, you're not really going to be getting that top mark. You're going to be doing just mediocre. So definitely go ahead and do that. Super duper helpful. One of the things that I find, especially this year for A-level, is YouTube videos. There's so many online. For me, a personal favourite, I'm not quite sure if this YouTube channel does videos for GCSEs, but definitely A-levels, is exam solutions. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see me always just tweeting exam solutions, you're saving my stats grade, or you're teaching me everything. It's so great. Whoever makes the videos, basically they go step by step, they explain a topic really well, they will do some exam questions, and it's as if you have the teacher who's explaining it to you right there. And you know, if you like miss lessons at school, or if you don't understand things and you didn't ask the teacher, use, you know, videos like that. They're so helpful, and you know, you really kind of like see how people do step by step, and you can realise, actually I need to use that kind of format in my work, and that's kind of how you get the mark. So definitely look on YouTube or like whatever other sites, but there are so many great resources out there. Finally, in terms of like how to do better, ask people, whether that's a teacher. Do not be afraid to put your hand up and say, I don't understand this, or how did you get to that step? I got a bit confused. Perfectly fine, that's what your teacher is there for. Maybe if your school's quite good, you might have like a mentoring system. I know with ours, I'm a mentor for year 7s. I have friends who like mentor from like year 7 to year 11 for maths. And chances are, you know, if you just be like, hi, can you help me? Maybe someone in the year above can give you a hand. I'm sure there are plenty of people in upper 6th to year 13 who would be nice enough to help me, hopefully. But yeah, so definitely it's worth asking people in the year above, or asking your teacher, is there someone who can help me with this? I need a bit of help, I'm struggling in this. And finally, hopefully your friends. You know, it's great, I have some friends who are really great at this, and I'm good at this, and then we kind of like, I teach you this and you teach me that. That kind of sharing of knowledge is brilliant. There are plenty of friends that I'm like, you're good at this, you do further maths, help me, please. So yeah, ask your friends, or ask someone who knows good at maths and likes you. That always helps. Yeah, those are my tips for maths. I know there aren't that many, but for me, maths is pretty much practice at it. Learn something, learn the topic really well, practice at it, and then technically you get the marks. That's kind of how it works. And yeah, I do hope that's very helpful for you guys. For next week's video, please do comment down below, what would you like me to talk about? I've spoken about English and sciences and maths. What more do you want me to talk about? Do let me know. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to the Student Room for lots more content every single week. Also, don't forget I have my own channel, which is Bit of a Fangirl, where I post videos every single week all about my life and just random little things. And feel free to follow me on Twitter, which is @_ManishaP, or Instagram, which is just at Bit of a Fangirl. And that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you have found this helpful and useful, and you know, I know lots of you are beginning study leave maybe in a couple of weeks, and I just wanted to wish you the best for those exams, for any mocks you're doing. I hope you do really well. I'm sure you'll do fine, hopefully with my tips anyway. And yeah, I love you guys so very much, and I shall see you next week. Bye!